Welcome everybody to another one of our Real Estate Showdowns. Today we are here with Shellie Monsivais. Shellie, tell us about yourself.
Hi there, I'm Shellie Monsivais, and I am an insurance advisor with Country Financial. So basically, I help people with their auto, home insurance, renters, make sure they have the right coverages so that if the worst happens, they're properly covered.
And you do awesome. She's mine. She saved me a lot of money. And what do they call you? There's a nickname for you.
Ooh, the insurance guardian.
The insurance guardian. Definitely talk to Shellie if you have any insurance questions. Anyways, we're glad that you're joining us here today for another one of our Real Estate Showdowns. Just like always, we'd love for you to follow us, like, and subscribe, but we mostly want you to play along too. So as these questions are brought up, we want you to answer them, but we don't want you cheating. Don't scroll along and look at the answer. Let's see how you do. Let's see if you can beat the realtor and the insurance agent in today's Real Estate Showdown. All right, let's get started. So topic number one is guess the year. I'm going to fail in this one for sure. So when was the first homeowners insurance policy written in the United States? Oh, I'm going to have to talk to my director here about giving me the hard ones here. I believe I did read something about this once. And I could be wrong. So, what did you come up with?
I said 1905.
We're both thinking
1901,
similar.
all right.
1901 is what I came up with. Answer is 1852. 1852. I was kind of going to go into the 1800s, not as far back as 1852. I was going to say like 1890 because I thought I'd read something about it in some, I don't know, I would read a lot of stuff. But that's interesting that they would even insure us in 1852. I don't know what they would be insuring against. Hurricanes, tornadoes, who knows? But very cool.
Love
Have
to
you
hear
ever
that
heard that?
story.
Has it ever come up?
No, I would like to, I would kind of like to hear the story behind it. Like, was it?
So, when did Oregon start mandating earthquake insurance endorsement for homeowners?
I'd never even heard about them actually mandating. I wish more was mandated. So many people don't have it.
These are tough ones. I mean, it's not nothing I normally come up with. So, what's your answer?
I said 1975.
Okay, I said 2014.
2014. Okay.
Okay, only because I don't think we have that many earthquakes up here. And then when we had all the Californians moving up, just kind of the insurance claims and everybody else that we're having to cover is kind of mandating it. That's why I guessed it. The answer is 1994. Okay,
closer.
I'm 20 years off and you're 19 years off.
Oh.
You got that one. Wow. How embarrassing for me. Oh,
Both just on
no.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Don't let me buy
on that
insurance
one.
for you, but I do recommend that you do get earthquake insurance. Why are you trying to get more people on board with earthquake insurance?
Well, one, especially in Oregon, even though we haven't had one for a long, long time, scientists keep saying we're way overdue and that one is bound to happen. And then on top of that, I feel like for me, my home has been my greatest monetary investment. So if I lose that in an earthquake and my home insurance doesn't cover anything, I'm out and I still have to pay the mortgage. So I don't want that. I'd rather just,
So, in other words, if we do have an earthquake today and you don't have earthquake insurance, you're not covered
nope.
if your home crumbles down. Talk to Shellie. All right, let's go on to the next question. I'd like to know how you guys did too, so please comment below. So our next question on the Real Estate Showdown is, in which year did an insurance company first offer a ghost insurance policy to cover damages caused by poltergeists? I didn't know that this was even a thing, but we
Feel
don't
like-
know.
All
What did
right.
you guess?
I said 1940.
1940. I came up with 1986, and the only reason I came up with 1986 is I think that's about the time the movie Poltergeist came out. So people started getting a little fearful. What happens if
Yeah,
a ghost comes in?
Poltergeist. You got
So let's see what the
Ghostbusters,
answer is.
probably.
1984.
Oh, look at you on top of
1984, and
things.
that's because a famous hotel in England bought a policy to protect against damage by ghosts. Now, if you know anything about England and Europe, there's a lot of haunted mansions, and there's a couple even haunted hotels. I think there's one here in Portland, but also in New York City. So I did not know that that was even a thing to cover, but it's good to know that you are covered for ghosts. Again, a good question for Shellie. Do you need ghost insurance? All right, let's go on to the next question and see what we have. So in the next section here, we're going to be looking at a home, and we're going to be given the Zestimate, which is Zillow's Zestimate or estimate of what the home is worth, and we're going to be guessing if it's lower or higher than that. So you're going to be doing under or over. So let's check out the first one. So first we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1720 square feet in Powellhurst, Gilbert, sold in 2024. The Zestimated value was $520,200. So again, 1,700, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single level. Single levels are always worth a little bit more. In Powellhurst, Gilbert. I'm going to say that the Zestimate, I do notice one thing. I'm not going to say anything because that's for you to notice, not me. I'm going to say, gosh, I'm probably going to get it wrong. All right, what do you come up with?
I think it ended up selling over the Zestimate.
So the Zestimate was low.
I think the Zestimate was low.
Okay, so it'd be
So I would
under,
say
so
under.
I'd be
Okay,
under
so
too.
we're
So
both
I
in
we're
the
both
same.
saying
Okay.
under, even though she says over. Give me the point for being right from the start. So we're both thinking it was under. So the estimated value is $520,000, and it sold for $380,000. Wow.
Is that the area?
Okay, well, that area should give you something good. I mean, it's Powell, so it's not the best area, but I didn't expect it to be this big of a difference. So, wow, good one. All right, so 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,370 square feet in West Haven, Sylvan area. Sold in December of this year here. This estimated value was $785,000. And again, so we're at Sylvan, West Haven. It appears to me to be single level. So, and again, we're saying, did it sell for over or under? And I could be wrong from our first time playing this game on how we're doing this, but today this is the way we're doing it because that's the way my brain's thinking. So did it sell for over or under the estimated value?
Okay.
To my corrections, I think you were right.
Okay.
Don't record that. All right, what'd you say?
I think it sold for under.
Okay, I think it sold for over because again, I'm
Okay.
going to assume it's a single level, but let's see. What did you guess? And it sold for under, which was $750,000. So we're in a changing market. So that was close. You did it. You got it. I think this is one of the first times I'm going to be beat out by somebody in one of these games here. But so why did you say that? I mean, what gave you the inclination that it would have sold for less?
So I was thinking, okay, well, what, like, given the square footage was really high, and it did have 3 bathrooms, which was pushing me towards a little bit higher, but everything I've been looking at that had 4 bedrooms was like just a little bit less than what that was. So I thought, well, I'll just leave this.
Cool. So one of the things different from some of the other showdowns that you've seen is she does, value homes because that's what it's all about is valuing the home. So she's probably going to be a little bit more accurate. I'm saying this in advance just in case I do get beat out, that this is probably my best competition other than another realtor so far. So let's go on to the next question. So for this one, it is a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,934 square feet, Alphabet District, Northwest area, sold in October. And the estimated value of it, I believe it's a condo, is $1,261,000. I am going to say I'm going to say that I'll probably be wrong again. So what did you come up with?
I
I said
said
under.
under. Yeah,
I said
okay.
under
We're on the
too.
same page there.
It probably could have went over. It depends on what the view is like. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
It's sold for over. Okay,
Whoa.
both of us wrong. Yay!
Yeah.
High five! Yeah. So it's sold for over. Again, the view is going to make a big
That's
difference.
crazy.
I kind of figured it went for under only because condos have had a little bit more difficulty selling down there. Now, Alphabet District's a little bit more popular than the Pearl, only because of everything that's been going on. But a lot of people, especially with condos and the HOA fees, HOA dues, are usually going under. That's kind of what I've been noticing lately. So that's why I guessed that it was sold for under. So good for them. They made more. Awesome. So next we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1191 square foot in Goose Hollow. And I believe it's a condo too, sold in November of this year. And the estimated value on that one was 335,000 or so. So did it sell for over or did it sell for under? All right, what did you say? Is it over? Oh,
Said
good.
over.
Over and under. We got an over and under. Let's see who's close.
Ah,
Sold for
under.
under. Yes. No. Sold for under. Estimated value 334.7. It's sold at 252.8. Again, nothing wrong with the areas. I'm just saying there's a lot more condos that are becoming available. Our inventory down in Portland, downtown Portland, is quite high, especially for condos in every area. Goose Hollow, very lovely area. Again, it's just what it is. So sorry that the people got less than the Zestimate, but that's why you need a realtor to come in and tell you what the true value is. Because Zestimates are just that. It's a guess of what your house could sell for in a millisecond snapshot, where a realtor is going to say, this is what sold that is so similar to your home with the updates and location. So definitely get a realtor involved and don't rely on the Zestimate all the time. Oh, and if you like this type of content and want to hear the latest insights, tips, and tours to help you make the best real estate decisions, make sure you subscribe. Last topic is insurance claims, a whirlwind of misconceptions. Oh, this sounds interesting. So first question is, which natural disaster is typically not covered by a standard home insurance policy? You are going to. Okay, so A, B, C, or D. I'm gonna go off of what was given to me earlier by you and check C, because we just talked about earthquake insurance. So
Yep.
let's see if we're right. But she would definitely know, not me. Hurricanes.
Oh, because hurricanes are flood. I mix tornadoes and hurricanes up because we don't have hurricanes really over here.
No, we don't. But we don't have earthquakes over here either. Oh my gosh. Well, no, that's good. So again, the reasoning behind that
I see.
was because, what was your reasoning? What is the reason that that wouldn't be on a normal policy?
Because of flooding. So a lot of the time, so flood is not covered by your normal insurance policy. And so therefore hurricanes, which cause flooding, would not be covered.
Good question. That was a good answer though, because we were just talking about earthquakes, not standard.
Yeah.
Next question is, what is not a factor in determining home insurance rate?
I better be right about this one.
I better be right about this one too. So I think we both answered B,
Yep.
the color of the home. Now, given that said, we were wrong in the last one. Let's check it out. What did you guess? I'd like to know what you guessed. I bet you everybody out there said B also.
Probably.
B, the color of the home. Makes good sense. Now, though, if you have that Pepto-Bismol pink, excuse me, or if you're being very political and you do a red, white, and blue, and who knows, so maybe that may affect it in the future, but not now. So next question, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, which coverage might save your home from zombie damage? You cover that?
It depends on how you're going to categorize that. How would a claims specialist categorize?
These are good ones.
Oh, this is a wonky one.
I won't cheat. I won't look.
I wish there was a depends
Anybody out
option.
there watch The Walking Dead? I mean, for 17 seasons now. So what's your answer?
I said B because I'm including things like riot or like vandalism.
Okay. And that's where I would believe a
promotion.
zombie is, either rioting or vandalizing your home or eating you alive. May not cover your life insurance, but it may cover your home damage. We'll see. Let's check it out. D, none, you're on your own. That should have been the answer for both of us to say, none, you're on your own. I can't imagine that happening, but you never know. All right, next question. Which policy covers damage done by an overzealous treasure hunter digging in your backyard? Okay.
I guess I wonder what kind of damage they're actually doing. Like, is this damage to your landscape? I would assume that's probably the case.
I should just write like I normally write where I can't figure out what letter it is that I wrote down.
Like it could be one of two.
What's your thought process here?
My thought process.
Yeah.
My thought process is like, okay, is this if they're digging in my backyard, if it's my insurance versus is it his insurance? So if it's his insurance, I'm leaning towards B. If it's my own insurance, I'm leaning towards like C.
Write down your answer. The way I understand it, though,
I'm gonna
is
choose
it doesn't matter whose insurance it is because we let the insurance companies fight it out while we both make the claim.
That's fair.
Right?
That's
So
fair.
That's the reason I thought of this. My answer was D, personal property coverage.
Ooh. I just went with something
And
silly.
because I'm just thinking, now
Landscaping
you don't have
stuff.
mineral rights, but let's just say there is something that's buried in your backyard that's personal property because it's on your property. So I'm thinking it's personal property whether
Well,
you
if
knew about
actually
it or
was buried
not.
there, yeah.
So I mean, you could have buried a can of money. It's not 3 feet from the last arborvitae on the right-hand side at my house. The coffee can full of $20,000. Honest, it's not. But yeah, that's where I was thinking. Okay, that's where it would be personal property coverage. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Let's check out the answer and then you can explain.
B.
B,
it's
liability insurance. Okay. So I do not know any reasoning behind that at all because I leave everything up to my insurance guardian to just make sure I have the right coverage. So can you explain this? Why it would
Why it's
possibly be
B.
under liability?
The only thing I can really think of is if it's like that the digger's liability coverage is paying for it because of the damage that he did to my property.
Okay. Or let me ask this question. Would it be my liability insurance that would cover him as he's digging, the walls cave in and bury him?
If he had, I feel like if he had a really good reason.
Well,
being there,
I hear
maybe,
stories. I hear
possibly.
stories of like somebody coming in and robbing your house and jumping over the fence, falling backwards and breaking his leg, and all of a sudden my insurance has to pay for it. So that's why I was
We
thinking of
didn't
it's
take
that.
care of
Yeah.
your fence problem.
So, anyways, that was awesome. That was an awesome game. Thank you very much, Shellie, for being with us here today. There's a lot of questions in insurance all the time, and a lot of times, I think people just tend to go online and say, "Oh, okay, I like Flow Radar or whatever." I won't say who, or I like that little green thing, instead of talking to a real life person. So definitely talk to a real life person, and she does. She sits down with me every year and goes over my coverage, and she does that for all of her clients. I don't just, I'm not special to her. But I am somebody, like all of her clients, that she takes care of, that she treats as being special because she wants to make sure they're covered for anything that could happen. So thank you again, Shellie. I do appreciate you being here today.
Thank you, Tim.
Again, please, as I've said before, like and subscribe and watch out for the next Real Estate Showdown.
Those are some wonky questions. I was not expecting. The zombies.